Snakes, creepy, crawly, slithery, gross. Lots of people are afraid of snakes and would rather not go near the things. But for those willing to put those fears aside, there's money to be made in the snake business. How much? How about $12 million a year? But what if this fear held the key to a fortune? Believe it or not, there's big money in snakes. We're talking millions of dollars in income. Snake farming is a booming industry, driven by demand for meat, skin, medicines, and more. Snakes and snake products are sought after for diverse reasons, including meat, skin, pets, cosmetics, and medicines. The demand for snakes, particularly from Asia's growing middle class, is fueling an increase in international trade and the emergence of commercial production systems. One place embodies this slithering gold rush, Zhixiao, a small village in China. Here, entrepreneurs have turned their fear into profit, cashing in on the global demand for snake venom. In Snake Village, entrepreneurs have overcome their fears as poison fetches a high price. That's the amount of revenue generated by a few entrepreneurial snake farmers in the tiny village of Zhixiao in China's Zhejiang province. Fang Yin and his wife Yang Xiaoxia are two of those entrepreneurs. At first I was afraid and thought they were gross, the aptly named Fang told the South China Morning Post. But now I'm used to all this. Cobras, pythons, and vipers can be found in many homes in Zhixiao, including Fang and Yang's, which is why many call the place Snake Village. Nestled in China's Zhejiang province, Fang, who previously worked for a pharmaceutical firm, thanks the reptiles for providing him and his family a livelihood. The farmer brings in about 400,000 yuan, about $60,000 a year. The area's largest snake farmer, 60-year-old Yang Hongchang, began catching snakes back in 1985 and has built 3 enterprises that breed vipers, produce snake meat and process health remedies, and brings in about $20 million yuan, approximately $3 million, annually. Zhixiao isn't your average village. Dubbed Snake Village, it's home to entrepreneurs who've turned snake farming into a multi-million-dollar industry. Here, cobras, pythons, and vipers aren't feared creatures, but valuable assets. Farmers like Fang Yin and Yang Xiaoxia have built their livelihoods around these slithering reptiles. All businesses have their risks, right? Sometimes there are profits to be made from doing things, dangerous, scary, creep things that most people don't want to do. But when there's risk, there's reward. Compared to being employed by someone. But how did this all begin? How are snakes farmed? Farm sizes and models in Vietnam and China are highly variable and range from smallholder plots raising a few hundred snakes as a sideline activity to large-scale farms breeding and rearing tens of thousands of snakes as their primary business. Most farms are small, independent operations that breed, raise, and sell their own stock, mostly to middlemen. In China, there are a growing number of large commercial operations that supply a diverse range of markets, including smaller farms that focus solely on buying eggs and rearing animals to market size. Some farms in China run snake schools, where they train farmers how to farm snakes for a fee. In the world of snake farming, venom isn't just a dangerous toxin, it's liquid gold. A single gram can fetch hundreds of dollars, making it a lucrative byproduct of the trade. The process is delicate and dangerous, requiring skill and precision. Trained handlers carefully extract the venom, which is then processed and sold to pharmaceutical companies. This venom is used to create antivenoms, saving lives around the world. But this life-saving substance comes at a cost, both for the snakes and the farmers who risk their lives to extract it.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard,
A day in the life. The realities of snake farming. Life as a snake farmer is far from glamorous. It's a demanding job that requires constant attention and a tolerance for the unusual. Days are filled with feeding, cleaning, and monitoring the snakes. Temperatures and humidity levels must be carefully controlled to ensure the snake's well-being. The work is physically demanding and carries inherent risks. Snake bites are a constant threat, and farmers must be trained in first aid and venom extraction. Despite the challenges, snake farmers take pride in their work, recognizing their role in both the local economy and the global medical industry. Learning the ropes. Snake farming 101. Aspiring snake entrepreneurs in Zisikiao don't just jump into the business. Like any other form of agriculture, snake farming requires knowledge and training. Specialized schools have emerged, offering courses on everything from breeding and feeding to venom extraction and snake safety. These courses provide valuable skills and insights for those new to the trade. The curriculum goes beyond the basics, covering topics like disease prevention, enclosure design, and marketing strategies. Graduates leave equipped with the knowledge and confidence to start their own snake farms. These schools highlight the professionalization of snake farming in Zisikiao, transforming it from a traditional practice into a modern industry. Snake farming isn't just about catching snakes in the wild. It's a carefully managed cycle that begins with breeding and incubation. Farmers carefully select breeding pairs to ensure healthy offspring and maintain genetic diversity. Incubation periods vary depending on the species, with farmers providing optimal temperature and humidity levels. Once hatched, the snakes require specialized care and feeding. Their diet consists of rodents, frogs, and other small animals, often bred on the farm itself. As the snakes grow, they are moved to larger enclosures and their diets adjusted accordingly. The entire process, from hatchling to harvest, can take several months to a year, depending on the species and intended market. Snake farms in China come in all shapes and sizes, from small, family-run operations to large commercial enterprises. Small-scale farmers often focus on a few specific species, selling their snakes locally for meat or traditional medicine. Larger farms, on the other hand, cater to a wider market, exporting venom, skins, and other products. The choice of farm size and model depends on factors like available capital, market demand, and the farmer's experience and risk appetite. Regardless of size, all snake farms in Zisikiao share a common goal: to capitalize on the lucrative snake trade while navigating the challenges and complexities of this unique industry. The price of progress. Environmental concerns and ethical considerations. The rapid growth of snake farming in Zisikiao has raised concerns about its environmental impact. Deforestation, habitat loss, and pollution from waste disposal are among the challenges. However, many farmers are embracing sustainable practices such as using renewable energy, reducing water consumption, and implementing waste management systems. Ethical considerations regarding animal welfare are also paramount. Ensuring humane treatment, providing adequate space, and minimizing stress during handling are crucial aspects of responsible snake farming. Balancing economic growth with environmental protection and animal welfare is an ongoing challenge, requiring collaboration between farmers, policymakers, and conservationists. In China, there are a growing number of large commercial operations that supply a diverse range of markets, including smaller farms that focus solely on buying eggs and rearing animals to market size. Some farms in China run snake schools where they train farmers how to farm snakes for a fee. Snakes have been considered medicinal for thousands of years in China. People there, and in other places around the world, swallow snake pills and drink snake wine made from snake-based ingredients because they believe that it helps to cure spinal disease or reduce the damage to one's liver when taken before drinking alcohol. A single gram of snake venom can bring in 5,000 yuan, about $450, $750, and many restaurants use snake meat as ingredients for cooking. Wild populations of all farmed species are listed as either critically endangered or endangered in the Vietnamese Red Data Book due to habitat degradation, hunting, and illegal trade. Vietnam is one of the most important producers of captive-bred snakes in Asia. At least 5 listed species are successfully bred and raised in large numbers on several thousand government-registered farms. Agritourism is also gaining traction, offering visitors a glimpse into the world of snake farming and educating them about the ecological and economic importance of these creatures. The farming industry is heavily dependent on export markets to China, but trade statistics do not accurately reflect this. This study suggests numbers of legally farmed animals exported from Vietnam are an order of magnitude greater than official trade figures suggest. For millennia, snakes have slithered their way into the heart of traditional Chinese medicine, revered for their perceived healing properties. Different snake species are believed to address various ailments. TCM views illness as an imbalance within the body, and snake-derived ingredients are used to restore harmony and promote well-being. From snake bile to shed skin, each component is thought to possess unique medicinal qualities. Snake meat, for instance, is believed to improve circulation and alleviate joint pain, while snake wine, a potent concoction of snake parts steeped in rice wine, is touted for its invigorating properties. While scientific evidence supporting some TCM claims remains limited, the enduring belief in the medicinal power of snakes underscores their cultural and historical significance in China. While feared for its toxicity, snake venom harbors a surprising secret: its potential to heal. Scientists are increasingly recognizing venom's complex chemical makeup as a source for groundbreaking medical treatments. Venom contains a cocktail of bioactive compounds, some of which have shown promise in treating conditions like chronic pain, cardiovascular diseases, and even cancer. Researchers are working to isolate and synthesize these compounds to develop targeted therapies. Already, venom-derived drugs are used to treat high blood pressure and control bleeding. The field of venom-based medicine is rapidly evolving, offering hope for new and more effective treatments for a range of debilitating diseases. As scientists delve deeper into the secrets of snake venom, the creatures once feared solely for their deadly bite are emerging as unlikely heroes in the fight against human suffering. Snake farming is a rapidly evolving industry with virtually all aspects of production undergoing constant changes and improvements. Production systems are generally effective, although opportunities for improved efficiency are considerable and widespread. For example, use of free solar radiation to maintain temperatures. Snake farming is driven primarily by the demand for snakes as a culinary delicacy. Snake meat is most valuable when it is fresh and complete with intact skin. The main market demand is for whole live snakes, averaging between 1 and 2 kilograms. As commercial livestock animals, snakes have many desirable qualities. They have rapid growth rates, mature quickly, and have a high reproductive output. They can be farmed on the vertical or horizontal plane and at high stocking rates. Just across the border from China, Vietnam shares a similar affinity for snake consumption, albeit with its own cultural nuances. Snake meat is a popular delicacy, enjoyed in various forms, from soups and stews to grilled skewers. Snake farming is a rapidly evolving industry with virtually all aspects of production undergoing constant changes and improvements. Production systems are generally effective, although opportunities for improved efficiency are considerable and widespread. For example, use of free solar radiation to maintain temperatures. Vietnamese cuisine often incorporates snake meat into dishes believed to have warming and restorative properties. Snake consumption in Vietnam is not just about the taste, it's deeply ingrained in the cultural fabric. Snake farming is driven primarily by the demand for snakes as a culinary delicacy. Snake meat is most valuable when it is fresh and complete with intact skin. The main market demand is for whole live snakes, averaging between 1 and 2 kilograms. Snakes are also valued by traditional Chinese healers as a general health tonic and for the treatment of stiffness, skin diseases, and the treatment of convulsions. As commercial livestock animals, snakes have many desirable qualities. They have rapid growth rates, mature quickly, and have a high reproductive output. They can be farmed on the vertical or horizontal plane and at high stocking rates. As Vietnam modernizes, snake consumption continues to evolve, reflecting a blend of ancient traditions and contemporary culinary trends. The use of snakes in traditional medicine is attracting modern science. Researchers are exploring snake-derived compounds for new drug development. Snakes are a traditional source of protein in many tropical countries, and their consumption is linked to important food, medicinal, and cultural values. Over the last 2 decades, snake farming has expanded to include more species, production models, and markets, partly due to competitive agricultural advantages. Studies analyze bioactive components of snake venom for therapeutic benefits. This convergence holds promise for future breakthroughs in medicine. Snake farming could be a game changer for agriculture. With minimal land and water needs and the ability to use waste protein, it's an efficient and sustainable option. Snake farming, with its efficiency, potential for conservation efforts, and contribution to antivenom production, is proving to be a valuable and sustainable industry in China and worldwide. In Vietnam, more than 1,000 households in Vinh Son province breed and export around 200 tons of venomous snakes each year. Researchers estimate that China and Vietnam alone have at least 4,000 python farms, producing several million snakes, mostly for the fashion. Snake farming, like any other business, requires careful planning, investment, and a keen understanding of market dynamics. Technically, it is illegal to serve snake in Vietnam, unless they come from a snake farm. Thailand. In a warehouse in the lush, humid farmlands of central Thailand, thousands of pythons lie coiled in containers, rearing and striking at the glass as people pass by. They are being raised for their robust, diamond-patterned skins, which are sold to high-end European fashion houses for belts, bags, and handbags. But some scientists and industry insiders believe the snake's true value could lie in their meat. Demand for meat is growing globally, despite the carbon footprint associated with traditional livestock. And while a plant-based diet is often touted as the best alternative, some feel reptiles have been overlooked as an option. Snakes can tolerate high temperatures and drought, reproduce quickly, and grow far faster than traditional sources of animal protein, while consuming a lot less food. Researchers estimate that China and Vietnam alone have at least 4,000 python farms producing several million snakes, mostly for the fashion industry. Farmers need to establish reliable supply chains and negotiate favorable prices with buyers, whether they be local restaurants, pharmaceutical companies, or international traders. To thrive in this competitive industry, snake farmers are increasingly adopting modern business practices, attending workshops on financial management, and seeking guidance from agricultural experts to optimize their operations. Snake farming in Asia has increased over the past decade, and conservationists have expressed concerns that farms may foster overexploitation of wild populations and create legal conduits for illegally harvested wild individuals. The most commonly farmed snakes include the monocled cobra Naja cauthia, the Chinese cobra Naja atra, the oriental rat snake Puteas mucosus, and the king cobra Ophiophagus hana. These species have life histories that are compatible with the demands of intensive livestock production, including early maturity, rapid growth rates, high reproductive output, efficient food assimilation rates, and undemanding space requirements. Maintaining the health and quality of the snakes during transport is paramount, requiring specialized containers and handling procedures. Snake farmers appear to be capitalizing on the unique energy efficiency of snakes to produce meat for human consumption. With the ease and profitability of farming snakes in China and Vietnam, make farming a viable substitute for harvesting wild snakes, with apparently minimal threat to wild populations. Snake farming offers a range of novel agricultural opportunities and has the potential to play a pivotal role in sustainable development. From there, snakes are processed into various products, including meat for consumption, skins for leather goods, and venom for medical and research purposes, eventually reaching their final consumers. While the profitability of snake farming varies depending on factors like farm size, species raised, and market prices, a closer look at the numbers reveals the potential for lucrative returns. The cost of raising a single snake to market size, including feed, housing, and labor, can range from a few dollars to over $100, depending on the species and farming practices. However, market prices for live snakes, venom, meat, and skins can far outweigh these costs. A single snake can generate revenues several times higher than its rearing expenses, especially for highly sought-after species. While profits are not guaranteed and risks are inherent in any agricultural venture, the economics of snake farming offer the potential for significant financial rewards for those willing to navigate the complexities of this unique industry. The venom advantage, a high-value byproduct. Harvesting and selling venom is a key factor in the profitability of snake farming. Venom is in high demand by pharmaceutical companies and research institutions. Trained handlers collect the venom in sterile containers. Venom is used to produce antivenom, a life-saving treatment. High demand and limited supply make it a valuable commodity. The journey from fear to fascination with snakes has taken an intriguing turn in recent years as scientists delve deeper into the medicinal potential of snake venom. What was once feared solely for its toxicity is now recognized as a treasure trove of bioactive compounds with the potential to revolutionize medicine. Researchers are discovering new ways to harness the power of venom to develop treatments for a wide range of diseases, from chronic pain and heart conditions to cancer and neurological disorders. As our understanding of snake venom grows, so too does the potential to alleviate human suffering and improve the lives of millions around the world. The snakes once feared and misunderstood are emerging as unlikely heroes in the quest for better health and a brighter future. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share.